Welcome back to Jeep Dude's YouTube channel. Today we're doing a little DIY project. I built lights and plugs into my tackle box for fishing a while back, and unfortunately right around where the handle is, the lid ended up cracking on me. So it makes it difficult to carry my tackle box. Fortunately, I have a donor lid that's identical to this one, so what we're going to do is we'll take everything out of this lid and we'll modify the other lid to be able to put all the stuff back into that lid. So, join me for the journey and I'll just show you step by step how to modify a tackle box to have lights, USB plugs, and a lighter plug. Okay, as you can see, this is what the current lid looks like with all the wiring and the battery pack. Now I'm going to pull all this stuff out of this lid so I can put it into the donor lid, which I have right here, which is identical to that lid. So, and eventually I'm going to end up putting a smaller battery pack in here too, so it's not so heavy for carrying. So let's get started on taking the stuff out of this one. We'll start by removing the battery. Set that to the side. And now we'll start by removing all these wires. Okay, well that whole switch ended up coming out. That's no problem, we'll fix that later. Okay, so we got all the wires unplugged there. I gotta find a couple more tools and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so I got me a couple more tools because I gotta remove the bolt right here, which is actually where all my ground wires are going. I might end up setting up another bolt to run all my power wire down into. That way the battery isn't pulling on all the wires on the lid. But let's start by removing that screw right there. Yeah, I know that this screw's a little overkill, but it was the only thing I had at the time. So we'll go ahead and remove all these wires. That was the wire going from the screw to the battery. Go ahead and take that out of there. Okay, now we got that screw out. Now I'm going to end up cutting all these wire ends off because I'm going to start all fresh when I put the new one together. Okay, so now I'm going to take my wire dikes. I'm going to go ahead and cut all these ends off so it makes it easier for getting these wires out. So I'm going to cut the wires that goes to the lights here. And I'll cut this other wire right here, which is the ground. Which I don't have to worry about cutting all these. I just daisy chain them together. Same way with my power going in, I just cut the one. Because I just daisy chained the power wires all together to go to each switch. Which I'll show you how to do that in the video as well. Let's go ahead and finish cutting these. Okay, there was my power wire. We're going to actually upgrade to a little bit thicker power wire instead of that thin one. Okay, so we're going to move on here. And like I said, I'm going to run all new wires, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these wires because I won't be reusing them. Just so we can get them out of here. That was just all the wires running down from the lid to the battery. And now what I'm going to do is, I used electrical tape at the time to glue these wires down. I'm going to remove all this electrical tape here. Including around the light wires itself. And we'll start taking these lights out. Which is just as simple as removing these. Now when I made the holes just big enough to where the lights itself actually threaded it into the lid. So I gotta unthread these back out. Which they're just little lights here on the side. See, just a little LED light. And I'll turn the tackle box here so you can actually see them. You can see where I just removed the one light. There's the other light. I got two on this side. As you see, I got two on the back. And then two on the other side. So let's go ahead and keep removing those lights. Actually, I gotta feed this wire through so I can get that nut off this light. Okay, there's the other light removed. We'll set that to the side as well. Let's go ahead and we got one right here, it's got to be removed. Like I said, I'm going to probably do something a little bit different on when I rewire this into the other lid. Okay, I want to turn this here so I can get to this other side. I got to pull this electrical tape off as well. Pull these wires through. Here's that one been removed. Now, like I said, I completely designed the setup of all these lights on here. These did not come with this tackle box at all. If you guys want to know where I got any of this stuff, let me know down in the comments section, and I'll gladly make a video on what I used and how much each item cost. Okay, so we got all the lights removed. Majority of the bulk wires moved. These wires right here actually go to a lighter plug, 2 USB ports, and a voltmeter. That way I can tell how many volts are still left in my battery. So, off camera, I'm going to clean up my mess I got going here a little bit, and I'll rejoin with you guys just in a moment. Okay, and through the power of video editing, you did not have to sit here and watch me clean everything up. To finish up, we're going to remove the switches that you see up there on the top of the lid. We're also going to go ahead and remove the slider plug and everything because I want to do all new wiring. So let's get started. Remove these wires that I ran through here like this. Okay. And now that that's removed, there was the lighter plug set up. Yeah, it's a little dirty because, like I said before, it's my fishing box. So we'll set that to the side. Let's go ahead and get those rest of those switches removed. Which is pretty neat the way I did that. I just put them up here. There was a divider here that I just cut out to put these switches in here. So just gotta untwist the little nuts on the front of these switches. And as you see, they just pop right out. Go. pops right out. I'll show you what the switches look like here in a second. Let me grab all these so I don't lose them. Okay, so here's the switches I used. They actually are light up switches. On the end they have lights, so I know that they're turned on. As you can see, each prong has its own thing. Like, that's your power feed for your constant power going in. That's your feed to go out to whatever you want to turn on and off. And then you got your ground, which makes this light up. So I'll set those to the side. That pretty much is it for this. We got to get the pins out the back of this now so we can get this old lid off. So we'll remove the pins. Now we take the old lid off. As simple as just unhooking it. There's the old lid. We'll set it to the side. And we'll get our donor lid that I have over here, which is identical to it. And you guys just went for a heck of a ride just now. We'll put that on there. We'll put our pins back in. And there it is, the pins are in. And now we have our replacement lid. Now on this one I told you that it was cracked by the handle. If you look right there, there's that crack. So anytime you pick up this tackle box, all I wanted to do is bow out and this handle would just keep popping off. So, make sure to join us tomorrow as I start modifying this new lid to fit all the stuff that I just took off this old lid. And as always, have a great day.